aujourd'hui, au bout de ça, on parle de puces qu'on pourra s'implanter. Ce sera quand ça?
Certainement dans les 10 années à venir. Et d'abord, on va les implanter dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables, comme on le dit. Et après, on pourrait s'imaginer qu'on les implante dans nos cerveaux ou dans notre peau. Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital.
At the end, what the fourth industrial revolution will lead to is a fusion of our physical, our digital, and our biological identities.
The difference of this fourth industrial revolution is it doesn't change what you are doing, it changes you. If you take genetic editing, right. Just as an example, it's you who are changed. And of course this has a big impact on your identity. Yeah.
What if your identity was always in your hands? An identity you can trust, that others can trust? What if this personal, portable identity helped you to learn, work and live?
Und aus diesem Grund wird die Kommission demnächst eine sichere europäische digitale Identität vorschlagen. Eine, der wir vertrauen und die Bürgerinnen und Bürger überall in Europa nutzen können, um alles zu tun, vom Steuerzahlen bis zum Fahrradmieten.
One of the features of this fourth industrial revolution is that it doesn't change what we are doing, but it changes us.
The focus, as all of you know, today is on what's now called the Internet of Bodies, involving medical implants and other kinds of devices that go inside your body and all together with the Internet as a whole comprise the Internet of Bodies.
The Internet of Bodies, or IOB, is actually an ecosystem. It's a bunch of devices that are connected to the Internet that contain software and that either collect personal health data about you or can alter the body's function.
The big battle over what we today call privacy will be between privacy and health. Do you give access to what is happening inside your body and brain in exchange for far better healthcare? And my guess is that health will win, hands down. People will give up their privacy in exchange for healthcare, and maybe in many places they won't have a choice. I mean, they won't even get insurance if they are unwilling to give access to what is happening inside their bodies.
FDA approved the first electronic pill, if I can call it like that. So it is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that, compliance. The insurance companies to know that the medicines that patients should take, they do take them.
The fourth industrial revolution, it's a fusion of the physical, the digital, and the biological world. It's changing not only what we are doing, it's changing who we are.
Data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. In the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough, and nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. But soon, at least some corporations and governments will be able to systematically hack all the people. Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design and the intelligent design of our clouds. The IBM cloud, the Microsoft cloud, these are the new driving forces of evolution. So this is the crucial revolution, and COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet. Above all, they want to know what is happening under our skin. What's our body temperature? What's our blood pressure? What is our medical condition? Now humans are developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. The product this time will be humans themselves. We are basically learning to produce bodies and minds. Bodies and minds are going to be, I think, the two main products of the next wave of all these changes. And if there is a gap between those that know to produce bodies and minds and those that do not, then this is far greater than anything we saw before in history. And this time, if you're not part of the revolution fast enough, then you probably become extinct. Once you know how to produce bodies and brains and minds, so cheap labor in Africa or South Asia or wherever, it simply counts for nothing. Again, I think that the biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people. What to do with them and how will they find some sense of meaning in life when they are basically meaningless, worthless. My best guess at present is a combination of drugs and computer games. You don't have any answer in the Bible what to do when humans are no longer useful to the economy. You need completely new ideologies, completely new religions, and they are likely to emerge from Silicon Valley or from Bangalore and not from the Middle East. And they are likely to give people visions based on technology. Everything that the old religions promised, happiness and justice and even eternal life, but here on earth with the help of technology and not after death with the help of some supernatural being. And I think that fake news have been with us for thousands of years. Just think of the Bible. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system for the need for the post-corona era. In short, we need a great reset.
Η χώρα χρειάζεται επειγόντως επανεκκίνηση. Σας καλώ να πάρετε μέρος σε αυτή τη μεγάλη επανεκκίνηση της χώρας. Έτσι ώστε το 2021 να είναι η χρονιά της μεγάλης επανεκκίνησης. Η χρονιά της μεγάλης επανεκκίνησης.
Μια απίστευτη είδηση έρχεται, κυρίες και κύριοι, από τη Σουηδία. Η Σουηδία λοιπόν θα είναι η πρώτη χώρα που θα βάλει το πιστοποιητικό εμβολιασμού σε μικροτσίπ, το οποίο θα τοποθετείται υποδόρια στο χέρι και τα δεδομένα θα ανιχνεύονται από smartphone. Το τσιπάκι έχει μέγεθος ενός κόκκου ρυζιού και ήδη 6.000 Σουηδοί έχουν προχωρήσει στην εμφύτευση.
And right now it's very convenient to have a COVID passport always accessible on your implant. So in case your phone runs out of battery, it's always accessible to you.
Οι επικεφαλείς της εταιρείας επιθυμούν την ευρεία εφαρμογή του μικροτσίπ ακόμη και στις ανέπαφες πληρωμές με πιστωτική κάρτα.
Δεν επικαλείστε την πρόταση του Bill Gates να υπάρξει ένα μικροτσίπς το οποίο να το φέρει κάθε άνθρωπος και έτσι να έχουμε βιομετρικά δεδομένα σε σχέση με τον ιό ή σε σχέση και με άλλες πανδημικές.
Είναι πολύ απλό. Επιδοτούμε εκτός από τη στήρωση και σε ευπαθείς ομάδες και το ίδιο το τσιπάρισμα. Αυτό τώρα θα γίνει πρώτα για τα ζώα συντροφιάς και μετά θα γίνει για τους ανθρώπους.
Όλα αυτά λοιπόν με ένα τσιπάκι θα είναι διαθέσιμα σε όλους. Και έτσι γίνεται για πρώτη φορά μια στρατηγική πώς προβλέπουμε το μέλλον. Υπάρχει ή δεν υπάρχει στους ενιαίους σχεδιαζόμενους κωδικούς, στα barcode και σε όλα αυτά τα συστήματα ασφαλείας της πληροφορικής, η παρουσία του 666.
Λοιπόν, βεβαίως και υπάρχουν τα 3 εξάρια με κωδικοποιημένη όμως μορφή.
Γιατί έπρεπε να είναι 666?
Λοιπόν, θα μπορούσε να διαλεχθεί οποιοδήποτε άλλος αριθμός. Δεν υπάρχει δηλαδή επιστημονική εξήγηση ότι έπρεπε να είναι το 6. Μπορούσε να είναι και το 7 και το 1 και οποιοδήποτε άλλο. Εσείς οι δημοσιογράφοι να κάνετε μια έρευνα να ανακαλύψετε τα αίτια. Εγώ δεν μπορώ να σας πω γιατί είναι το 6 και δεν είναι το 7.
Ναι.
Μπορώ όμως να σας πω ότι είναι το 6.
Είναι το 6.
In 2016, Klaus Schwab, and I bring the video, says that by 2026, remember, 2026, when Medicare will begin to become insolvent, every single human being will be tagged with a digital identifier. This is a Microsoft patent from last year, 2020. Look at it. It's WO 2020 060606. You can't make this stuff up. And this patent describes the linkage of biometric data transmission to cryptocurrency.
And I know that they know that what they're telling you is wrong. In other words, it's lies. They're actually lying, and I think the objective in lying is to frighten people and to frighten people to accept these really strange gene-based vaccines. And I think the purpose of that ultimately is to force us to have an electronic vaccine passport, which is really a digital ID. That's the long and short of it, and that's why I'm speaking out.
They are doing it for money, certainly, but even more. So in order to centralize power so as to establish a planetary dictatorship. It is the great reset of the World Economic Forum, the Agenda 2030 of the United Nations. It is a world war where the enemies are all of us, even those who unwittingly have not yet understood the significance of what is happening.
Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Watch. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy.
And guess what? If vaccine passports come into being, there will be the world's first common format, digital ID for every person on the planet. Never been like this in the world before, and I believe if it goes live, we will not only be standing at the gates of hell, we'll just be given a little push and in we'll go.
Can you hear me? Oliver, can you hear me? Listen to me.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
It's close.